Hey everybody, how you doing? Amp Repair Guy here. So we have this amplifier we've been working on. So we ended up removing the Dayton blower that was mounted to the back that was drawing air outside of the RF compartment. It was drawing air out of the top, trying to pull it through the tube from the bottom of the RF deck. These blowers are not designed for pulling, they're designed for pushing. So another problem was the fact that this compartment wasn't airtight. As you can see, there's a hole where he has the, I didn't make this, I just went through it. I don't make stuff like this. So, you had the strap going through the front wall, other holes. There are no bushings for the drive shafts for the C1 and the C2 caps for the plate and load. So, air was escaping through the front panel. I mean, it was getting drawn through the front panel instead of being sucked through all of it being sucked through the tube, or drawn through the tube from the bottom. Also, the chimney has these clips, and no matter how the clips are oriented, the chimney was still cocked a little bit, allowing air to get drawn in through the bottom of the chimney. Right now the B positive cable is disconnected. It connects over to this cap at the base on the cold end of the plate choke. Had a lot of loose connections. The flathead screw over there on the Millen connector had no star washer or anything. It was loose. I ended up putting a split washer and a washer underneath the screw to keep the ring terminal nice and tight. Waiting for the proper resistor to come. It'll be here today for the meter dropping resistor. It had carbon resistors in here, and you don't want to ever use carbon resistors like that for a high voltage application like this. Carbon resistors will eventually absorb moisture, and they're not rated for the breakdown voltage. They're only a couple in series, or two in parallel with another two in parallel in series with the two pairs. So those would have eventually flashed, which wouldn't have been good. Rewound the plate choke. It was only 10 microhenries. Had a lot of RF current on the cold end side. Ended up putting a support in for the plate blocking caps. Had a lot of weight on the C1 cap before, so it's nice and sturdy now. Normally I would have made the anode connection directly to the plate blockers underneath here and kept it nice and short, but if this guy ever, I didn't want to go too crazy with this thing. I just I ended up making a better connection for the plate choke, replaced it, and made a better connection on the side, and had a solder connection for the brass strap. I went ahead and properly secured all the connections on the vacuum relay. I had to use a Bristol wrench to disconnect all of these connections on these posts, and ended up using a split washer, and a new screw to secure each ring terminal to each connection. So now they're super tight, and this one has a stud with a split washer and washer. Put some insulation on the braided strap. I would have used 50 ohm coax between the relay and the bird line section, but I can't get this wall out. It's like welded in, so that's not happening. So I left it. There was a glob of solder on the other side of this connection pretty close to the wall, so I got rid of that. Bent the clips back, put some silicone on the chimney, dropped it down. So now all of the air will be pushed into the bottom and up through the tube. Had a solid cover on the top, which now will go on the bottom, and a perforated cover that was on the bottom that now will go on the top. I used a Cooltronics high pressure blower, a KBB47, which is overkill for a 3000 according to IMAX specs. It's overkill with the CFM rating and the pressure rating for the total dissipation of the tube at maximum output. Went ahead and covered the old hole. It's missing a cap between the cathode, 0.01 cap, so I added a 0.01 cap to equalize the RF across the cathode. So I resonated the output network with the proper non-inductive resistor, and also resonated the input circuit, so they're pretty close to being in tune. Just waiting on the resistor for the meter, the new resistors, for the high voltage meter, which reads like 0 to 30 volts, so it'll just be like a relative meter, but I couldn't leave those carbon ones in there. Here's the old plate choke. See how thick that is? Number 14. So, guy will get his old blower back, and you know, that's about it. So, next video I show will be of the sag, the plate voltage sag. So at least this thing will be safe now. It should work well. So thanks for watching. I'll be back with one last video. Thanks again.